like the lip on this bottle. I thought 1792 had a lip on it. You know, because it does.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is like, what are we doing here, guys?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie.
I'm Dan.
And we're the Deathless Dogs. Today we'll be reviewing Caribou Crossing Single Barrel Canadian Whiskey.
Caribou Crossing is owned by Sazerac, which is also the parent company of Buffalo Trace, which is why this bottle might look kind of familiar once we get into it here. It could be kind of described as an attempt at Canadian Blantons, basically.
I know I've heard people refer to it as Canadian Blantons, so yeah. I'm interested to try it.
When you think Canadian whiskey, you usually think things like Seagram's Crown Royal, basically neutral grain alcohol with whiskey flavor. It's not generally the best stuff. So I am interested to see if this is actually better, given that it's a single barrel, or if this is just another really nice Sazerac company hype train. They threw all the Blanton's bells and whistles at a bottle of subpar stuff. It's the same way Blanton's does it, where it's hand bottled, hand sealed, hand whatever. It's all very gimmicky, in my opinion. But yeah, that's the story on it. Canadian whiskey sent down to Buffalo Trace to be bottled and put in this nice, attractive box.
Yeah, look at that. It looks like there's an Aurora Borealis going across the box.
Aurora Borealis!
I picked this up a long time ago. Like, I don't even remember how long ago. There was a shelf full of it, just sitting there. And recently in whiskey groups, I've seen people are like starting to hunt for this. And it's like, you got him again, Buffalo Trace. You got him again. Without further ado, we might as well crack into the box and see your next level of accoutrement involved here.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
The bag.
I feel like that's kind of like a Canadian thing, you know? Like, you think bag, you think Crown Royal.
Yeah, the whiskey bag is a Crown Royal thing to me. Blanton's does have a bag, too, but when I see a Blanton's bag, it just looks foreign to me, because it's like, that's supposed to be purple and gold, and I'm supposed to put all my change in it and go to the bank.
Well, yeah, because it was like that royal purple color.
Yep.
And like, you know, it felt royal. It felt like...
Yeah. I felt like I had like a satchel of gems or something as I took my like change from my piggy bank in to get it all cashed in. I don't like this bag as much as a Crown Royal bag.
Well, because it's simplistic. It's kind of that...
It's a different material, too.
It kind of looks... It's towel-y colored. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
yeah.
You want to get high? One thing I will say is that the Caribou is much larger than the horse and rider on Blanton's.
Yeah,
That's a big Caribou right there.
Because I did open this box when I bought it, and I just put this bottle on my table, and I just laughed at it for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's goofy.
It just looks really stupid.
I really want to do a side-by-side comparison of horse and rider with Caribou.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The antlers are almost as big as the horse and rider.
Yeah. That Caribou would fuck that dude up.
That is a monster.
You can see, I mean, everywhere you turn on this bottle, there is just marketing applied. You've got your giant Caribou. You've got your wax seal. You've got your weird coin guy here. The bottle has etchings on the side of wildlife scenes.
I feel like it's really busy.
Yeah, there's like the iridescent sticker guy on the front, too. That is just... I don't know, man.
I never even noticed the iridescent sticker, to be honest with you. Like, you kept going down the line, and I'm like, okay, yep, see that, see that, see that. Oh, okay, there is an iridescent sticker thing.
Yeah, this is like a TGI Fridays wall on a whiskey bottle.
Okay.
But it's pretty much like a Rock Hill Farms bottle with a Blanton-style top. Really bludgeon someone with that if need be.
I don't even know if you could, because it's so, like, stumpy. You know, it's like a dome.
Well, yeah, no, you got to crack them like this. Like The Fugitive. Did you ever see The Fugitive?
This is in the house.
Does this have like a... Is there an elastic...
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Oh.
We'll give it the tear strip test here.
Not too bad, right? I mean, that was...
It went flying, but it came off.
I feel like that coin's going to get jangly and annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's already kind of annoying me.
Like that's like you put a bell on your cat so you know where it is.
Right.
This is your alcoholic cowbell. So like,
We're gonna how easily does this come off of there? Oh, got caught in the caribou.
caught in the horns.
Just
I think it went out the door.
yeah, good.
On the back of the bottle, amongst all this busyness, is just your typical stupid whiskey words of like handcrafted by our expert whiskey making team, finest quality available, patiently aged. You know, it's just they tell you a lot and they don't tell you a single thing about it. Actually,
I feel like they could have saved some money. Brought this price point down to about $52 if they just deleted that paragraph. Fresh bottle pop. That was actually
really good cork sound. I'll give you that. Faint to me.
It's faint, but there is a familiarity. There's definitely like hints of vanilla and caramel in there, and a little bit of fruitiness. Maybe like peaches or something. Like it's not quite citrus, but it's like a fresh, ripened tree fruit.
Seasonal allergies are murdering me right now, so
It's very faint.
my nose is not great.
I think I'm detecting like peaches or something.
Yeah, maybe like a spiced peachy kind of thing. Maybe like peach cobbler.
We could go with a faint color.
Yeah, but like not a good one. Like
just blast in the nose too.
yeah, like not a great one. Like school cafeteria.
There could be a little bit of that bucket ice cream, as you like to call it, in there too.
Some like peaches on ice cream or something. Yeah,
And the ice cream that we're talking about would be like the French vanilla.
French Canadian vanilla.
There you go.
Okay. I suppose we just jump in and give it a taste.
Clink 'em and drink 'em. Like I barely got anything right there.
No bite. We're not really used to drinking things this low proof. Are you catching like a little bit of a cinnamon thing? Cinnamon Red Hots almost. Or no, the finish like on my tongue just went to that like gum territory. Or like wintergreen, you know? Where like the mint doesn't really bite you. It's almost a creamy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it sticks with you afterwards.
And I think like there's no real heat
No.
when you exhale. But part of that is the fact that it's 80 proof.
The lingering effect in my mouth, on my tongue, it feels like I just chewed a stick of gum.
Yeah, I mean, there is kind of like strangely, a little bit of thickness to this one
Yeah.
that kind of lingers.
Mm-hmm.
And what's lingering to me is how we describe that French vanilla flavor and the smell. It kind of coats my mouth, and there may be a little bit of caramel, but there is a lot of like vanilla extract almost just kind of hanging out.
Very uneventful.
My problem with this, as it sits right now, is for how low in proof this is, it drinks thicker than you'd think it would. It's borderline like syrupy, if that makes sense.
The taste feels watered down while the mouthfeel is still thick.
Yeah.
And that's what's throwing me. It's just
It's
kind of like,
strange.
because I want to be like, oh, it's so watery, but it's just the fact, it's just there's not much flavor in it. But the actual mouthfeel of it is pretty thick. This isn't bad, but it is not $60 worth of alcohol.
That's exactly where I was coming from earlier, is that there's just, I think the $60 went into the bottle, it went into the paragraph on the back, it went into the weird iridescent strip that I didn't even notice until you pointed it out, went into the coin, it went into the caribou, it went into the box.
Oh, you didn't even see this guy on the front. There's another iridescent boy right on the front.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you like bells and whistles, if you like to look at shiny things,
Yeah.
then this is the bottle for you. If you like drinking good whiskey,
Yeah, it's by no means offensive. It's like not even really bad, but like it's Canadian whiskey. Like it tastes like Canadian whiskey. If you guys are watching and you know of like a good Canadian whiskey, let us know, because that's one that I would like to try. I kind of bought this one thinking like it might not be that great, but had hopes that like, oh, maybe I'll find like a good Canadian whiskey.
your thinking was correct with like the single barrel. I saw where you were coming from. Like, yeah, this could be good. This is, oh,
Yeah, I didn't have like high hopes for it, but I thought like, well, maybe this will kind of be a cut above, your crowns and things like that. It's really not. This is a miss. This is would not buy again.
The value is just not there. It's not.
Another local to us thing, the Two Guys Drinking Whiskey podcast, the guys that we met in the Starks line, they recently drank this. And they said, I feel like if it was at the 93 proof like Blanton's, it might be better. And I could see that, honestly. Because like the flavors aren't offensive. They just aren't there.
If you turned it up a bit.
Have you out there ever had Caribou Crossing? If so, let us know what you thought of it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you buy it for the guy on the top of the bottle? Or are you just a big fan of Caribou the animal? If you haven't yet, hit subscribe on the channel, hit like on the video. That helps us out a ton. The numbers are going up and we thank you for that.
Also, if you're popping fresh bottles, be sure to send us the video. You'll probably make one of our videos. From the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in and we'll see you next week. All right, get this out of my sight.
You don't want to put it back in that stupid bag.
No. I should probably find that coin that I tossed, though, huh?